And, of course, that was good on the eyes, old Morgan Evans. I tell you, he's a bit of a looker. He sounds good, but he's also a good looker.
Well, move aside good lookers, because I'll tell you what.
I knew you could help yourself.
I have got someone absolutely stunning coming on air right now.
But Luke's already been on.
Well, anyway, for all of you fellas right now, Google stephaniejansen.com.au and have a look at the biography photo or the picture on the front page. Wow, what a sensation. I thought she had a great voice. She looks fantastic as well. But seriously, we don't want to embarrass her because it is all about the music tonight. And Stephanie, of course, was a Star Maker finalist this year and is doing some terrific things. So welcome to 101.5 FM, Stephanie Jansen. Hello.
Hello, what an intro.
Oh, he's a try-hard, isn't he?
I don't know how I can top that.
Now, of
it's
course,
okay, all the guys are at home. You watch how many hits you're getting on your website now. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, wonderful.
Now, this is going to be old news for you doing a radio interview, isn't it?
I have done a few lately, but I always enjoy them.
Now, for those who aren't aware, they'll all be reading it on your website now. You did a radio tour, stopping in at radio stations basically from New South Wales, just outside of Sydney, all the way to Bundaberg. What inspired that?
Well, I think a lot of it came from, knowing that I'm a fairly new kid on the block, as far as country music goes, and it was really nice to take that opportunity because I blocked out a bit of time to be able to meet people personally because, without people like you guys bringing my music to people, no one hears it. So I thought it was really important to just have a face-to-face meeting with the people that helped me get my songs out there.
You see, Stephanie is very clever. She's got a degree in philosophy, and she used she's gone with the old adage, you don't know what you don't know. So people didn't know Stephanie until they've got the opportunity of seeing it. Now, in all seriousness, how's the EP going?
It's great, yeah. I'm really, really excited, because I really, being my first release, had no idea how it would go. I just didn't know how it would be received. All I knew was that I liked it, and I thought it was, an honest representation of me, and I think that's all you can do as an artist. And I wrote the best songs I could write, and I was really going into it blind and just sort of learning as I go, as we all do, I guess. But people have been so kind and lovely, and I'm just blown away.
Well, we were giving it Risky an absolute bashing here at 101.5, and then all of a sudden they go, well, we're doing number 2 now, so out comes Shoes. My goodness, you have been busy.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much, firstly, for playing the songs. I appreciate that. But, it's really nice to have, of course, Risky, which I wrote with Tamara Stewart a while back, and, that was I thought, a really good song to sort of introduce me to people. It says a lot about me, that song. But Shoes equally is quite a personal song and more about my childhood and growing up, and I guess that experience of growing into yourself,
And it's one of those sort of songs that I've had a few listens to it now, and it's one that normally it's the type of song that doesn't come out of an artist until they're probably 2 or 3 albums into it. So you're really giving us a big insight into Stephanie Jansen right off the hat. So we thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I don't know. I think I just have to write from a place that I know, and that's sort of always the way I've approached things as a songwriter, and I sort of think I can't really write about something that I don't know about intimately, so I guess that's the place that most of my songs come from, and Shoes is probably an intimate song for that reason.
Now, we've been obviously following you for a little while now, and we've been having a look at some of the comments that have come through and listening to some of the radio interviews that you've been doing, and I'm sure there has got to be at least 1, 2, maybe 3 songs come out of just this one little radio tour that you've done, from, the interviews in the old water tanks to the champagne at 5 in the morning. There's got to be a song in it. Are we looking, or have we started one?
Oh, goodness. You're so right. It was one of these funny things. I had this romantic notion of me being on the road, with all this time looking across the Australian landscape. But the reality was actually quite different. I'm sure I've got plenty of material for songs, but I just didn't have a chance to do anything except drive.
But it's something that'll always stick in your brain, and it's always something you can go back to. Oh, remember that time? Oh, that's right, we did that, and we ended up here. And so
Of course, they're all memories in the bank. But a lot of my songs do start that way, though, when I'm driving my car. So I've got many a squawking melody on my phone.
Now, of course, spending time with a songwriting machine like Alan Caswell probably doesn't hurt the songwriting juices flowing, does it?
Oh, he is absolutely amazing. Everybody knows that. And I'm just so lucky. He's really taken me under his wing, Alan, and I write with him constantly, not just a couple of times, but I'm so lucky we get to sort of write maybe once a fortnight. So we've got plenty of songs that we've written together, and I just learn something from him every single time. He's really wonderful.
We did an interview with Alan about 8 weeks ago, and I'm sure by the time that we'd finished the 7-minute interview, he'd written 3 songs.
He's a machine, isn't he?
Yeah.
he's unbelievable. But because you were touring and you were doing more of the backup vocals, did these guys have like an influence on you to push you to the front there and say, you know, you need to get out and give it a go? Because not everyone can do that. Not everyone is a front person. A lot of people are happy to sit back there and go, no, this is where I fit. This is what I want to do. So was it yourself that pushed yourself to the front, or were there other influences that made you get out there and go, no, I'm Stephanie Jansen and you need to know who I am?
Yeah, good question. I think I always thought that I would like to sort of have my particular stories heard, not like in an egotistical way, but in just a want of sharing and a want of, you know, meeting people and introducing myself to people. And I was really lucky that those opportunities, you know, to tour with people like Amber Lawrence and Catherine, they just came, I think, across at the perfect time for me. It was a really nice thing to just sort of, I call it my apprenticeship, you know, learning from these artists that are a bit further along the road. And I took a lot away from that time on the road and from the musos as well. We've got some amazing musicians in this genre, and they're very good at what they do, so I learn a lot from them too.
And of course, you said then, you know, you're learning. Even if you go to the Lee Kernigans and Casey Chambers, they say the same thing. We're still learning every day. Every time they open their eyes in the morning, they're learning. So there's always something. So if you stop learning, you'll stop living.
Absolutely. I think I actually read a post on Twitter by Troy Casadale saying exactly the same thing. He's obviously in Nashville, and he said, you know, he's still learning. And I think that's the reason they're so good, and that's the reason they're you know, the top of the tree, you know, because they do keep striving to get better at their craft, and that's certainly something I hope I can continue to try and do. Yeah.
Well, there's no doubt about it with the songs that you're producing, everything that you're doing, and the hard work you're putting in. There'll be no doubt about it at all that you're going to make it all the way to the top, and you'll need a new set of shoes every week.
Oh, absolutely. I think my poor red shoes are a bit worn out now.
Oh, look, auction them. You'll be a superstar soon. You'll be able to auction for millions.
Sounds good. I'll buy another pair.
Well, Stephanie, it would be our absolute pleasure if you'd introduce shoes to our listeners right now.
I'd love to. Hi, guys. I'm Stephanie Jansen, and this is my brand new single, Shoes.